Hello, viewers. It's Cynthia Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing you a new podcast from my segment called the Boruto Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to feature hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will retain your adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will retain your adult language. So anyway, if you're over 18, then you should go to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, let's get into the latest episode 4, so episode 109. So basically, this episode is not a stupid episode. So basically, for the last couple of weeks, we've been having this stupid story arc about, we've been having a couple of stupid episodes, but this episode is kind of not a stupid episode. So anyway, this episode starts off with Shikamaru having a flashback of him and Asuma Sensei. Asuma Sensei, playing shogi back when he was younger, and Asuma was telling him that, you should always protect, you should always protect the king and whatnot. And so basically, that widow that Asuma gave Dog to figure out was like who's the king, who's the king, and who should I detect? So anyway, and the flashback ended. We see Shikamaru in his office, like remembering what Asuma told him that always protect your king. So basically, he had one of his shogi pieces that said king in his hand, and he really missed his conversation with Asuma Sensei. Meanwhile, Akashi Sensei, Guy Sensei, Akashi, Guy, Marie, and their female were comparing Tenza, I believe. I'm probably pronouncing her name wrong. Please forgive me. I'm just gonna call her Tenza. So I know it's so Tenza, who they met back in a previous hot spring, was headed to another hot spring on Guy and Kashi's hot spring vacation tour. So basically, they was heading to this mountain town, this small mountain town that has a nice hot spring. So basically, when they got to the mountain town, they came across a giant mountain-sized boulder in the middle of the town, somewhere in the middle of the town. So basically, there was kind of like what this giant mountain boulder was kind of located where the hot springs were, and the people of the village saying that boulder came straight down from the mountain and landed on the hot spring. Lucky nobody was hurt, but since the boulder's on top of the hot spring, our town has been kind of suffering. Our town has been kind of suffering for business. So basically, this small mountain town's main income is from that hot spring. So basically, people come to see this hot spring. Come to so basically, but the hot spring is the main income for this town. So basically, the hot spring was the main income from the village. So basically, since the ground is soft and clay, it's possible for the boulders to be moved. But since it's so big, we don't have have enough people. We don't have enough people to help move it. But so basically, like Marie saying, why don't you just hire Shinobi to help you remove it or destroy it? It's just that since there is no Shinobi in the land of Steam, they couldn't they can't hire any ninjas to help them remove it or destroy it because there's no type of there's no ninjas in the land of Steam and whatnot. So anyway, Marie and Costa Sensei felt bad for the people, and that's when the Costa Sensei came up with the idea that, Choji, he said that, Choji is nearby, so basically, Choji can help use his fashion jutsu to move the boulder. So anyway, so basically Choji showed up, he can't, so Tensa was impressed at how Choji, showed up all serious and whatnot until Troji passed out. Turns out that Troji was kind of hungry. So basically he was too hungry to use his fancy juices to move the giant mountain boulder. So basically, Marie gave Troji some some roasted potatoes that the bitch made for her, but the potatoes did not get the chip, did not get the trick to Troji. He said that if I had my potato chips, I could use my special jutsu and just and move that boulder no time. In fact, since I went out of the potato chips, I can't use my special juices because, everybody's wondering why Choji eats potato chips because the potato chips have the right amount of fat, that. Because when Choji uses his special jutsu, he burns a lot of calories. So therefore, the potato chips help him gain the calories and fat that he lost when he uses his special jutsu. So basically, Marie says that we got a lot of potatoes. Since there's no store that sells the potato chips in the village, that means Marie and Tensa must make their own vacations to help Choji, get enough calories and fat. That way, Choji can use the expansion jutsu to move the giant mountain boulder that was stuck on top of the hot spring. So anyway, basically, while Marie and Tensa was making the potatoes to Choji was talking about the good old days, about how Asuma helped them out. Talking about the good old days when Asuma Sensei was alive. So basically, Marie was kind of happy that Choji was sharing his memories about her father. So anyway, Tensa and Marie finally finished the potato chips. Choji loved the potato chips, and after he ate the Marie and Tensa's homemade potato chips, he went to work. He used his sugar expansion juicer and tried to move the boulder. So basically, Choji was kind of having a hard time moving the boulder, and that's when the Kashi and the others and everybody in the village started to help Choji move the boulder. So basically, that's when Choji used his butterfly jutsu, his butterfly mode, to move to send the mountain boulder back up the mountain where it came from, and therefore the hot spring was free from the giant boulder. So basically, working together, Choji and the people, everybody in the village managed to free the hot spring from the giant mountain from the giant sized mountain boulder and get it back up the mountain and whatnot. So anyway, but in doing so, because of Choji using his super expression user in his butterfly mode, he burned out too much calories. Therefore, we saw a skinny, like a skinny version of Choji. He was kind of good. He was like, Choji used up burned too many calories using his super special jutsu in his butterfly mode. So therefore he was skinny, like Akashi Sensei skinny, he looked good as a skinny person though. So anyway, so basically, once again, Choji was talking to me that, you do my awesome, my name for father, I had a hard time, whatever, I had a hard time learning jutsu. Your father always cheered me up and whatnot. So basically, blah blah blah, and basically Choji told me about the whole king with him that he told Shikamaru about. So basically, when we asked Choji who's the king, so basically Choji said, I can't give you I promised Shikamaru never to give you the answer. You just have to figure out who the king is. You're supposed to attack by yourself. So anyway, the benefits for Genku for Choji, Genku for Choji for moving the border and therefore freeing their hot spring and whatnot. So basically Choji went on his way, and Tenza and Marine went into the hot spring, do a hot soak in the hot spring. So anyway, Tinder was like, what kind of impressed about Marie and Troji and whatnot, and she finally came clean, and it's like, and she finally told the truth to Marie that, the reason I'm not on the reason the reason why I'm not good, the reason that I'm going on this trip to the reason why I came to London Steam is to look for a hot spring that kills people. So, and that's when we was like, what? A hot spring that kills people? And this is how the episode ended, where Marie and Tenza in the hot spring together, and Marie was figuring out when Tenza telling that Tenza is looking for a hot spring that kills people, and this is how the episode ended. So basically, this episode was, I really liked this episode. It was not a stupid episode. It had more of a serious story to it this time, because the last two episodes, were kind of stupid. It didn't really have any serious stories for it, but this one does. So basically, this was a good episode. So anyway, this was a good episode, Boruto. It was not a stupid episode that we've been having for the last couple of weeks. So anyway, this episode was not bad. So anyway, this is here Michael from Screen Reviews saying, did you like this episode? Was it good? Was it bad? Or was it just okay? Or was it just nah? Please let me know in the comments below this podcast. So anyway, like always, this is here Michael from Screen Reviews. Sign off. 1.